Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm Ella, and in this video we are going to model this beautiful side table with its materials, and we're going to learn how to manage them separately or use them all together. So let's just start. Open your Revit and create a new families in generic model floor-based. First, set your unit, press UN and change its length to meters and put your rounding on 2 decimal places. We're going to start with its legs. So click on extrusion and select polygon. Change its sides to 3 and create one in this part, like this. Now select circle and create one on each side. 1 centimeter is enough for its radius, or if you want you can use less than 1. But make sure you're using the same radius for each of them. And now you can delete this triangle. Before you hit finish, create a line between these two circles and then select start and radius arc and create an arc like this. And now move this circle to here. Delete this arc and move all of these 3 circles to the center. Now you can hit finish. Go to front view and change their extrusion to 50 centimeter. Create a reference plan in this part and another one in here. Change the name of this one to A and this one to B. Okay. Now let's go to ref level to attach these 3 legs together. Go to create and select sweep. Now set your work plan on the reference plan A. In a sketch path, select line and connect all of these 3 legs together. Hit finish and go to edit profile. For its profile, just create a very simple and smaller circle like this. Now go to ref level again and create another sweep exactly like this on reference plan B, or just simply copy this one to that reference plan, but I like to create it again. Now select this one, go to its edit sweep, select it again, and in sketch path, delete this line here. As you can see, we have this problem here. They are not exactly connected to each other and we have this extra part. So to fix this, we are going to cut this part. Select this leg and copy it on itself. Extrude it a little bit to find it easier. Select it again, change it to void. Let's put this on fine and consistent colors. Click on cut and select this sweep and this one. You see we have these clean lines here, but we still have this problem in this part. So select this void again, go to its extrusion, and in ref level you can add some parts like this with circle or rectangle if you want, and trim these parts together. Mirror it to the other side and now hit finish. Cut and clean. We don't have those extra parts in here because we deleted this line, but if you want to have still a better clean family, you can do the same for this part as well, to delete these parts and also to have cuts in here. For its top board, we are going to ref level again and we will use extrusion. Set your work plan on B reference plan and create a rectangle in this part. Very small rectangle like this with maybe 2 or 3 millimeter thickness. Now click on start and radius arc and create an arc from this point to here. It should be under this circle, but it's not, so I'm going to just move this a little bit more. With 2 millimeter offset, create another circle inside here and trim it with this line. Delete extra lines. Now you can hit finish. go to front view and move it to this part. For the base of this top board, I'm going to create and copy one of these shapes on itself, and then we will go to edit extrusion. Now delete the outer part like this and hit finish. Go to front view and set its thickness to whatever you want. Our table now is perfect and ready. Before we continue, let's assign materials. Select all of these legs and these sweeps, and in material section, click on this part. Create a new parameter for them, and let's call it leg. Select this part and create a new parameter for it. Let's call it top board. And for this part, we should say the base of top board. Let's go with base. Now go to file and create another family in generic model floor based again. Before we forget, let's first set its unit. Then save this one and import it to the new family. Let's call it just A. Load into project and put it here. As you saw, we have three parts. We have three side tables with different sizes, and they are basically the same. The only thing different about them is the material of their base. One thing that we can do is to do all of these parts again from scratch, but with larger size. So we used 50 centimeter for the height of this one, and we are going to use maybe 60 or 65 centimeter for the next, and 70 or 75, maybe 80 centimeter for the last one. And accordingly, all of these parts should be bigger. You can also modify this family and change all of these sizes. If you can use scale in this part and save it as another family, maybe family B and then family C. And then we are going to import and load all of them together to this one. So I'm going to do all of these and then we will continue. Now that we have all of these three different parts in here, we need to assign and import their materials too. Because if you want to use only one family for all of these three, you need to have all of those parameters in here. But if you click on family type, you can see none of those materials. To import them to this family, you need to go to project browser and in families, find these tables. Open it and right click on it, select type properties, and in this part you can see all of those materials. Click on here and create a new parameter for it. Let's call it base A. Create a new one for here, leg, and also for top board. And do the same for B as well. For top board, you just need to click on here and select top board and do the same for leg. But for base B, you need to create another parameter and leave this one alone. Do the same for C. Now, if you check its family type, you can see all of those materials here. If you want to change their materials, you just need to simply click on this part and then create a new material. For its texture, I want to go to ambient CG and select one of those metal texture. I like it to be gold or something like this. Also, while we're here, let's select the black metal for its legs. Maybe this one or this one could be good. Go to all categories again and then marble section. In this part, you can select the material for the base part. As you saw, we have three different parts for base, so you can either use one marble for all of them, or you can select different colors for different parts. If you want, you can just use this one or this one for it too. You can be creative and set their colors too. Maybe you can use a white marble for one part and then something like this for another, and this brown might look good on them too. Download your textures and go back to Revit. Click on image here and select the color texture. Don't forget to set its size. Change its highlight to metallic and check reflectivity. Instead of this slider, you can use image like roughness texture. And also, if you want to have bump on this top board, you can check this box and select displacement or one of these normal textures. Match its size and okay. 30 or even 50 might be good. Let's see how it will look like in Enscape. I think the texture is a bit large for it, but overall it looks good. Okay, for the legs, let's create another material and select its color texture. Change its highlight to metallic and check this reflectivity. Use this roughness texture for this part and also active bump. Although we can't see clearly here, but it looks good. For this part, I'm going to create another material. Click on image and select the marble material for it. Maybe marble number 12. Let's change its size. Check reflectivity and use a roughness texture for it. If you want, you can also improve its glossiness, but you don't need to active bump because we don't have any bump in marbles. Before we check it, let's also add material for these two parts as well. Let's also check their visibility. If you want to see only one of these, you can just simply create a parameter for it. For example, if you want to see this table, select it and in visible, click on this part. Create a new parameter for it and let's call it A. Okay. Go to family type. In this part, create a new type for it in here. Let's also call this one A. Okay. Create another one for this, B, and also another one for this part. Now, if you go to family type again, you can create another type for B, apply, and also create another one for C. Okay, and apply. If you change your type name to A and deactivate these and apply, you will have only A in your project. Select B and uncheck these two and do the same for C. Now, if you want, you can also create another type. Let's call it AB. And in here, you need to check these two boxes and uncheck this one. Now that our family is complete, let's create a project and check all of these parameters together. Create a floor because our family is floor-based. And load this family to new project. This is our family, but in type A. If you want to see other types, you just need to select it and change it to type B, for example, or BC, like this. You see all of those parameters that we had created, they are all here, and you can just simply use them. For example, let's change this one to A. Import another one and use type B for it. You can use it like this. This looks so good beside a sofa. And also, as you know, there are lots of different types that you can set these three parts together and design a corner. I have added a wall and also these lightings to see these table better. And this is the final result. However, its size is a bit large, but I'm so happy with the final result and I think it looks so good. So yes, that's it. I hope this was useful for you and you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.